Welcome back. Wedding season in full swing, and vendors are forced to adapt to supply chain shortages. In part 5 of this week's Inside Story, News 8's Lakin McGee looks at the pandemic's impact on local bakeries and how they're still feeling it.
Many of us experienced it, but because your wedding was canceled due to COVID, some wedding cakes didn't even get picked up from the bakery. At Sweet Escape Cake Company, they saw it all, but they're not letting the pandemic slow them down.
From the frosting, the cupcakes, and the people behind the sweet treats, Sweet Escape Cake Company has worked through the pandemic.
As everyone else was closing down, our business was increasing. Sweet Escape Cake Company, can I help you?
Scott is the manager and says the pandemic has not slowed them down.
We've actually been booked every week except for 2 since March of 2020. The business, we've grown about 300%, and our wedding business is up about 500% now.
But they saw their fair share of wedding cancellations.
How many couples do you say you had to deal with at this?
Oh, there were hundreds. Quite a few, and multiple times where we'd have a reschedule and everybody thought things were going to be good in 6 to 8 weeks, and it wasn't.
Then as a sense of normalcy came back, everyone that had previously canceled said their wedding was back on.
Collectively, we kind of ended up in this spot on the other side of this where we had, a year's worth of weddings that we're trying to find spots for, and then all the new weddings as well that were coming in, so that was pretty challenging.
On top of fitting in hundreds of weddings, suppliers began limiting how much ingredients they could buy.
Do you think the pandemic changed the way you've done business forever now?
100%.
But Scott's been in the baking industry around 15 years and is making it work. To do that, they were forced to move a lot of their business online.
The pandemic didn't shut you down. It kept you going.
Yeah, no, I haven't taken a vacation since it arrived. I have not. I don't think I've been off 2 consecutive days since it arrived.
Now, even though they're super busy, Scott says business is moving in the right direction. To see the complete installment of Pandemic Weddings, go to wishtv.com. I'm Lakin McGee for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.